Cardiovascular disease is estimated to affect over 80 million people in the United States, and that could range anything from hypertension to rare inherited diseases. The most common cardiac conditions that we see are hypertension, congestive heart failure or weakening of the heart muscle, coronary artery disease, blockages in the arteries of the heart, or heart attacks. Most of the heart diseases are acquired, which means there are risk factors for them. The most common is diabetes. It is directly linked to increased risk of heart attacks, strokes, heart failure. Cigarette smoking puts the patient at very, very high risk. Genetics and heart disease is very complex. For example, the important risk factor is having a male immediate family member that had heart attack, stroke, or heart failure before the age of 55, or a female family member, immediate family member that had the same condition before the age of 65. Having said that, that risk can be alleviated by lifestyle changes. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Nothing fancy, walking 15-30 minutes a day, eating healthy is very important. And absolutely not smoking. Just like we mentioned, it increases your cardiovascular risk several folds. Being a diabetic and a smoker, that is the absolute most risk for cardiovascular disease.
My family is predisposed to some conditions, so I've been taking preventative measures. I have now adopted a vegan diet, which has really impacted my health a lot.
My dad is actually a type 2 diabetic. He has changed his diet significantly, and he walks just about every day. But ever since he was diagnosed, it's been something that's been high on my radar.
Part of joining the All of Us research program and becoming a participant and a partner, you fill out some surveys, and some of those surveys look at your different lifestyle factors and environmental factors. Things like, how close are you to a grocery store? Are you near affordable food options? And all of that can impact your health in various ways. Something else that the program looks at is sharing your electronic health record. And through that, researchers are able to see a full profile of who you are and what your health is. Through doing that, they're able to get kind of a well-rounded view of what that would look like for each individual person.
It is always a good idea to have a preventative visit to a cardiologist, particularly if you're diabetic or if you have a family history. There are a lot of things we can do to further know your risk. There are things like blood tests, there are things like CAT scan that could help us know if the patient is at more risk, and we can start preventative therapies early and be more aggressive with the risk factor that I mentioned.